Thank you, Paul. Thank you. That's really inspirational. This is not just an announcement. If you think about what this means, really for the communities where they're doing this, not only just in those communities, but the investment that they make in the technology and all the other jobs that it spurs. You know, what you spur with the technology. A lot of times people talk about this industry and they talk about it as if you measure it by the number of jobs that you create in the companies that are technology companies, and that's one measure. And that really misses a much bigger fact, and that is what is driven in this economy by the technology itself that makes other industries more competitive and allows you to do things you couldn't even think about doing otherwise. That announcement today is inspirational. And I have to say that we also at TechAmerica, I mean, one of the things that we did with this coming together is that we are now, we've got 1,500 companies all across the country. We're not only active at the federal level, we're active in the states. We have councils around the country. We are affiliated with councils around the country, and we have a big network that's coming together in real time to better represent this industry. And we're doing a whole variety of things, and I want to just reference one thing that we're doing here in Washington, our Innovation Now agenda, and I'm going to ask Phil to talk about that.
I'll be real quick on that because I want to close up the program here. But our mission at TechAmerica is to really bring together the technology sector across the country to drive an innovation agenda. Because that is our hope as a country, to innovate our way to the future and be competitive and stay on the edge. That's going to take partners at the regional level, the national level, really driving an urgent message to Congress. And so we've developed the technology agenda for America that we call Innovation Now. I think they're going to try to put it up on your screen in just a moment. But the message is real simple. The technology and innovation is the common denominator on homeland security, national security, economic security, health IT, smart grid, you name it. It is the common denominator. But as a nation, we have to embrace that and say this is a priority for our policymakers to keep our competitive edge sharp. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be working with our own regional councils, but also those from across the country. There are a couple of special guests I wanted to point out tonight. Richard Nelson is the president and CEO of the Utah Technology Council. He also is the head of a federation of 42 regional councils across the United States. His successor in that role, also here tonight, Matthew Nemerson, who's the president and CEO of the Connecticut Technology Council. Just some of our great partners across the country as we drive this mission to say we need innovation, we need it now to be competitive. Well, that is the vision. That is the vision, and vision is the perfect word for me to transition to a quick introduction and final word from the chairman of the board of TechAmerica, Hank Steininger, who is managing partner of the global public sector business of Thornton. He has held just about every possible position you can have within an association, but now he holds the position of leader. Our chairman, Hank Steininger.
I'm between you and the drinks, dinner, and everything else. I also want to thank members of Congress and the staff for showing up tonight, and also our members for being here, because without members, we don't have the association. Particular thanks to Anna and to Paul for the remarks and being on our program. But we started the journey about 3 years ago, and did a strategic review of the industry, and basically came to the conclusion that there are too many associations. And with that view, we said we got to do something about it. And I'm an ITAA, not an AA, so that's history. But at ITAA, we went to look for a new CEO, and we found that in Phil Bond. And you saw that energy coming out of Phil tonight about the organization and how passionate he's about it. So we started down the path of saying, all right, we identify targets. For those of you in the mergers and acquisition business, that's what you do. We identified our targets, and we went down a path. And we've done some miraculous things as a team in the last I guess, year plus. We did the merger with GEIA, and it's up there as part of our commercial. A Government Electronics and Information Technology Association. We closed that in April. We did the cybersecurity guys next. And then we had an interesting discussion with Chris Hansen, who just joined AEA and said, guess what? It's time. It's time to pull this all together in a single voice. And you never think you can pull these things off in a short period of time. But over a 4 or 5 month period, we came together as a team. And the most important thing in a team is leadership. And with Chris and Phil, we have 2 men of integrity that have bonded immediately to pull this thing together. And that's the reason why we're here today. So we went through a lot of discussion, hired an outside firm to say what the brand should be, and we came up with TechAmerica. Because we view that America is first in technology. And we wanted that to be our brand, and we want everybody to know that. And with innovation driven by technology, that's what we're all about. So we're going to this unveiling tonight, and TechAmerica, by the way, this is a TechAmerica tie-up. And we have a joint deal with Burberry, so you can buy them at discount. But anyway, no, we think we got a great thing going here, gang. Our member proposition could be any stronger. Timing in life is everything. We all know there was an election, we have a new president, we have a new Congress. It's time to really get out in front of things from a public policy perspective to really drive some of the changes we need in this country. And so we look forward to working with all of you going forward. And I would say that the future begins now. Thank you.